Hi everybody, Laura here from My Favorite Things. Thank you so much for joining me today. I've got a really fun, colorful, interactive card to share with you that features the Falling from the Clouds Frame Die-namics. But before I get to the interactive part, I'm going to start with the background. So I have a panel of Neenah Solar White cardstock, and I'm doing a light rainbow blend using my mini distress inks. And I started with Spun Sugar, and that was just too light. So I went to Worn Lipstick, and now I'm doing Spice Marmalade. These are my most used colors. I just can't resist it, the rainbow. I mean, it's subtle. It's subtle. So I do Worn Lipstick, Spice Marmalade, and now I'm doing a little Squeeze Lemonade. Of course, you could use your Distress Oxides. I just find sometimes if I want really, really, really light, subtle color, the Distress Inks work better for me. When I use the Distress Oxides, I can tend to get more intense color because they're, I don't know, they're like thicker and butterier. I don't know. Just for me. So now I am laying on the mini Staggered Circles stencil, which just came out in the May release. And I'm going to go over it using the same colors, just a little heavier hand. So it's kind of a tone-on-tone polka dot background pattern. And this is really great. It's very forgiving. If you struggle with your ink blending and you don't get it smooth, when you go over it with a stencil, it kind of covers up any imperfections that you might have had. Now I'm taking one of these A2 stitched rectangle dies. I'm going to die cut a window opening right in the center of this ink blended panel. And this is going to frame the interactive magic. Okay, so this is one of the dies from the Falling from the Clouds frame die. I'm going to die cut two of these out of some white cardstock. And then I have a little panel that is smaller. This is what's going to hold my Falling from the Clouds die cuts. So I put a little foam tape, and I trimmed thin strips of foam tape so that the slitted or the slotted, I don't know how you say it, part of the die cut hangs free. Okay, so I'm going to do my best to explain this, but if you don't understand me, which is highly likely that I might not make any sense at all, go watch the video. Okay, that Laura from the My Favorite Things design team, she made a video that helps explain how to put this whole thing together, and that's exactly what I'm following. So now I am threading some teeny tiny little gold seed beads onto some white thread. Now I know Laura used in her video translucent thread, which would have been great. I didn't have any, and I was too lazy to go buy some, so I just used some white thread that I have. I think it worked out okay. I think you could use any thread. You know, I mean, there's no thread police, but a translucent would probably be the best. Anywho, so I'm threading on these little tiny gold seed beads. I just threaded probably way more than I need, but I'd rather have too many than not enough because I'm just not sure. Now for a sentiment, I die cut this Yay. This is an older Yay die. It coordinated with a Yay for You stamp set, and I'm having a hard time finding that in the shop. I apologize if it's not still in there. If it's not still in there, use a die you have. Okay. Gosh, I got to keep up with inventory is my problem. So I did each letter separate color, because I like to live on the edge like that. I'm going to make this a congratulations card for a graduation because I need a bunch of graduation cards this year. So I adhered that with some Tombow Mono glue. Now I'm going to start threading my seed beads. So the first one I tuck in the first slit, wrap it around the back, take a little score tape to hold it down. And then I pull a few gold seed beads. I don't count. I just kind of eyeball it. I come down, tuck it down through the first slit, bring it up through the next slit. Do you see what I'm doing here? I can't even explain with words. Hopefully you can just get it by watching me. And I don't try to get exact number of seed beads. I eyeball it. And it really does come pretty quick. I find it's easy if you do a long strand of seed beads and then just thread it. Is thread it the right word? Tuck it? Whatever. Foam tape on the front of this to hold it down. Now this time it doesn't matter if you cover up all those slits. Then foam tape on the sides. The foam tape on the sides you got to double up. So you need 2 layers of foam tape to get it even with the top and bottom. I remove the backing, adhere my ink blended frame. I put some score tape on the back, and I'm going to adhere this down to a white card base. Now you could stop right here, but I'm not gonna. I'm going to emboss a coordinating sentiment And this is the Greetings and Salutations stamp set. I'm embossing the congratulations in white onto some black cardstock. And then this is one of the skinny strips. This is a new die set, die cutting this sentiment out. It's got the nice little, I call it like a fishtail ending on both sides. And I'll put a little foam tape on the back of that, popping this up. And this card is finished. Now, don't you think this is really cute? Great for a teenage girl for graduation. That's what I'm going for. Or even like any type of celebratory occasion. And but it could be adapted for lots of different things. And you can shimmy and shake this puppy all the live long day and you're never going to get sick of it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day and I will see you next time.